Andy Katz here for the Big Ten Network with my latest power rankings after the news that Purdue is the number one team in the country in the AP Top 25. I already had the Boilermakers as my number one team in the Big Ten and my number one team in the Power 36 that I do. So, for our latest power rankings, my number one team, Purdue. The Boilermakers, undefeated, the best team in the country right now. Number two, Indiana. I know they lost to Arizona, a crazy game in Las Vegas, but I still think Indiana is the second best team in the Big Ten. Number three, this is where it's going to get very interesting. I know I'm going to get challenged on this, but number three, this past week, it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin beat Maryland at home and then beat Iowa in overtime in Iowa City. Number four, Ohio State. Controversial victory over Rutgers, but you know what? They won the game. Tanner Holden made the shot. Ohio State checks in at number four. Number five, Michigan State back here in the top five. Why? Well, the Spartans certainly are playing better basketball. Beat Penn State on the road. Took care of business in a non-conference game against Brown, but did what they're supposed to do. They're playing much better. Number six, Illinois. Great win against Texas in overtime in New York City. Bad game against Penn State at home, but I still think Illinois has to be in that top six. Seven, Iowa. Iowa, without Chris Murray, beat Iowa State and almost beat Wisconsin. So the Hawkeyes playing well despite not having their best player. Number eight, Michigan. Michigan played very well at Minnesota, but Minnesota, as you'll see in these rankings, certainly at the bottom of the Big Ten. Number nine, had to drop Maryland way down. Lose to Wisconsin and Madison, okay, understandable. But they did not play well at all against Tennessee on Sunday in Brooklyn. Even though they came back, not a great performance, certainly not shooting-wise. 10, Penn State. I know Penn State beat Illinois. They played great, but they lost at home earlier in the week to Michigan State. So I got to see a little more consistency out of the Nittany Lions. 11, Rutgers. Rough week for Rutgers. Lose to Ohio State on the road, and then come back and lose at home to a very average Seton Hall team in a rivalry game. So they have to drop. 12, Nebraska. Lost to Indiana. Almost beat Purdue. 13, Northwestern. I did the game Sunday against Prairie View A&M. Did not shoot or score well. They survived and won that game. And at 14, Minnesota. So as you can see, really 3 through 11 is going to change, I think, quite a lot this season.